the local development organisation that partners and supports GMIT in the delivery of its programmes here in Letterfrack. And I have the pleasure of being your Master of Ceremonies for the afternoon, for the ceremony today. So on behalf of the School of Design and Creative Arts and GMIT, I would like to welcome graduands, guests and their families to this conferring ceremony. So the ceremony today will commence with the arrival of the conferring party and members of the academic staff. Like any of you that have been at these things before, there's a bit of formality attached to it, so you'll just have to bear with us. So the President of GMIT will then formally welcome you and read the conferring statement. The Registrar will then present the graduates for their awards, after which special awards will be presented. The Assistant Registrar will also present the President's Awards for Teaching Excellence. And by that time, that will conclude the proceedings for the session, for this conferring. And the conferring party and members of the academic staff shall then leave the hall. We are doing something slightly differently than usual in order to limit the time spent here in the hall. So typically the President's address and the governing body's chairman's address will be delivered here, but they're available for you to view online. They can be accessed via the GMIT website or other social media platforms, and we encourage you to view the video if you've not already done so. So just before the ceremony starts, I have a few announcements. Just please take a few moments to familiarise yourself with the emergency exits. So primarily you're behind you and the door you come in are the two main exits. The ceremony will last for about an hour, and please wear your masks, says he who's the only one that has no mask on at the moment, and remain in the hall for the duration of the ceremony and the proceedings. If you can, and I know this is quite difficult, if you kind of reserve your applause until each class group has been conferred. So in other words, don't applaud for every individual coming up. I know it's really difficult, particularly when it's your own family member or your own friend. But if you could just reserve your applause until each class group has been conferred, and then you'll be collectively asked to acknowledge the achievements of that class of graduates. I would like to remind graduates to ensure that their details are up to date for the online graduate survey, and perhaps you might nudge them on this as well. The facility for updating details will be open for the next month or so. At the end of the ceremony, all the graduates will remain in the room here, and photographs of each class group, special award recipients and sponsors will be taken at the front of the hall. So, you know, if you can just wait and let the graduates get their photographs. And just the usual, just at this point, just make sure all your mobile phones are turned off or put on silent. And once again, I'd like to welcome you here today to this celebration of academic achievements. It's a great day. So I'm going to go back out, and everyone is going to come back in, and we can start the ceremonies. And look, enjoy it as well. It's your day as well. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this meeting at which awards will be conferred on learners of this institute. The members of our conferring party on the platform from you've all sat in different places, right? Looking from the left here is Dr. Paul Leamy, Head of Department here in Letterfrack, Dr. Orla Flynn, President, GMIT, Aidan O'Hucka, Assistant Registrar, GMIT, Dr. Paddy Tobin, Head of School of Design of Creative Arts, of Design and Creative Arts, and Councillor Michael Mogi-Marr of the GMIT governing body. I call on Dr. Orla Flynn, President, to formally welcome you.
Good, Kevin. Smisha Dr. Orla Nilain Uxran in Institute Technoliacht na Galva agus Mio agus is Moore an Ordom Faltia Corroiv Umtranona Ernocoid Specialty Show. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all here, especially our graduates and your families and supporters. Even in these difficult times of COVID, we still have 3 functions as a higher education institution. We admit students, we conduct programs of study, and we confer awards on our graduating students. And it's just wonderful to have you here in person. We're absolutely delighted. Because of the COVID circumstances, there won't be any speeches afterwards. I'm sure there won't be too many people unhappy about that. But the speeches, I had a speech, and our chairman, Cormac McDonagh, had a speech also, and they're available to view online. So we won't be too long. I'll be handing you back now to Kevin, but before I do, I just really want to thank everybody. I want to thank Connemara West, and I want to thank the entire organising team for all the effort in getting us here today. So, Gurmagwif, enjoy the occasion.
I call on Ms. Aidan O'Hucka, Assistant Registrar, to confirm that learners of the Institute have achieved the standards determined for national awards.
Iram an Dr. Orla Flynn, Uachtarán na Institute, Gradam of Runna na Céimethe tá Choréir Láthair ag an Institute. President, I present to you the graduates who successfully completed programs in the School of Design and Creative Arts who are worthy of national awards, and I request you to present their parchments to them. I call upon Dr. Orla Flynn, President of the Institute, to read the conferring statement on Irmla Runta.
The Vua Nudrash atá díolsithe an Institute Technoliacht na Galva Muyo. Branam gradam chéimethe na Institute atá tar éis an chaidán delite den na gradam sin a bhaintach. By virtue of the authority vested in Galway Mayo Institute of Technology, I hereby confer awards on the graduates of the Institute who have achieved the standards determined for those awards.
I call upon Paul Leamy, Head of Department, to present the graduates.
So on behalf of all the staff here in Letterfrack, I'd like to welcome you all here today. So first up, we have the Higher Certificate in Engineering in Furniture and Wood Technology, Sean Breen in absentia, and Owen Kelly in absentia. Next, we have the Bachelor of Science in Furniture Design and Manufacture. First up, Keelan Bancroft. Yeah. Sean Brennan in absentia. Niall Conway. E. Cunningham, in absentia. Nikita Fenley, in absentia. Yulia Caravea, in absentia. Connor Keane, in absentia. Megan Keys. Matthew Mullen. And Francis Starr, in absentia. Could I ask the class of the Bachelor of Science in Furniture Design and Manufacture to please be upstanding for a round of applause. Our next program is the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture Design and Manufacture. And first up, Aidan Devine. Adam Fagan. Stephen Green. Rachel Hogan. Dara Howlett. Evelyn McDonough. Robert Nocton. Could I ask the class of the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture Design and Manufacture to please be upstanding for a round of applause. Our next program is the Bachelor of Science in Furniture and Wood Technology. Luke Condon. Michael Conroy, in absentia. Kieran Flaherty. Ryan Purcell, in absentia, and Gary Tiernan. Could I ask the class of the Bachelor of Science in Furniture and Wood Technology to please be upstanding for a round of applause. Our next program is the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture and Wood Technology. Cian Camperson. Damien Curry. Brian Dillon, in absentia. Conal Dugan, in absentia. Alan Douglas. Dennis Doyle. Adam Mangan. Could I ask the class of the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture and Wood Technology to please be upstanding for a round of applause.
Now we come to the GMIT Academic Achievement Awards and Special Awards. So I call on Mr. Paul Leamy, Head of Department, to present the candidates.
So first up is the Academic Achievement Awards. So the Academic Achievement Awards are an award given to the student who has the highest GPA, the grade point average, for that programme in that year. And for the Bachelor of Science in Furniture Design and Manufacture, we have Matthew Mullen. For the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture Design and Manufacture, we have Adam Fagan. For the Bachelor of Science in Furniture and Wood Technology, we have Gary Tiernan. For the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture and Wood Technology, Cian Camperson. And congratulations to all awardees. It's a testament to the work and dedication that you put in your time in Letterfrack. So now we have some special awards. We have a Maker of the Year award, and this award is given to the student who achieves the highest result in projects 2 in second year, so that they were the highest grade in their year. So for the Bachelor of Science in Furniture and Wood Technology, the Maker of the Year award is sponsored by Frank Clark Tools. The Maker of the Year goes to Gary Tiernan. For the Bachelor of Science in Furniture Design and Manufacture, this award is kindly sponsored by Thomas Flynn and Co. in Sheffield. The Maker of the Year award goes to Julia Caravea. And Julia has actually moved to Norway, so she's unable to join us today, so we will forward her award. We actually have two fantastic bespoke dovetail saws ordered for the awardees, but Brexit and customs has held it up, so we will pass them on shortly. Next award is an award for the Special Award for Non-Academic Contribution to Students' Life. So it's really important that we acknowledge students who go out of their way to enhance the life of student body here on campus. And every year an email is circulated to staff to nominate a student who they think is deserving of that award. And this year it was unanimous. Lots and lots of our staff came back with this person. So I'd like to congratulate Matthew Mullen for receiving this award. And just one other small note, back in 2019, some of our students here in Sean Garvey's module planted acorn seeds. And the idea was that students would learn the cycle from acorn to furniture. And every year students have been doing that since, and the acorns have now matured to saplings. And the idea was always that each student would plant 3 acorns. They would get to take one upon graduation. So we have our first class this year taking saplings with them, and we have a box here with the saplings ready to go and an instruction leaflet on how to take them with them and to plant them somewhere. And that will be part of your legacy here from Letterfrack. And the other trees that you had planted will be planted in the community native woodland forest here in Letterfrack, which is also, a really important part of your legacy here. So the students know who they are, and please collect your saplings on the way out. And this is an initiative that we want to roll out every year. And congrats to Sean Garvey for coming up with such an absolutely fantastic idea. So.
I call on Ms. Aidan O'Hucka, Assistant Registrar, to announce the GMIT President's Award for Teaching Excellence.
The President's Award for Teaching Excellence recognises and celebrates teaching of a particularly high standard. This year there are 4 recipients, one of whom has been recognised here today. I am pleased to announce Dr. Kate Dunn as a recipient of the President's Award for Teaching Excellence. Now I call on Mr. Paul Leamy to read the citation.
So in GMIT, we're very proud of our student-centred approach to teaching and learning, and that is only possible with the support, skill and expertise of our fantastic staff. Dr. Kate Dunn has been a lecturer in Letterfrack since 2004 and is currently the Programme Chair of the Bachelor of Science Honours in Furniture and Digital Manufacturing Programme. Kate is also a member of the GMIT Research Subcommittee of the Academic Council and has sat on the steering committee that established the Irish Wood and Furniture Manufacturing Network. Kate played an important role in the establishment of a cross-institute research integrity training group with her colleagues from higher education institutions across Ireland. She was also instrumental in adopting the National Forum for Teaching and Learning Professional Development course at a Level 9 module. She received a Facilitator's Ambassador digital badge from the National Forum for Teaching and Learning in recognition of her work. Kate has been a champion in progressing and developing research across the School of Design and Creative Arts. As a lecturer, Kate has demonstrated the highest standards of professionalism in her approach to student learning, pedagogy, assessment and academic quality assurance. Kate demonstrates and sets an extremely high standard in her subject areas and encourages and inspires her students to do the same. Kate's approach to teaching and learning, such as pair and triad work groups, laboratory practices, simulation workshops, flipped classrooms, and real-world problem solvings, not only display her ability to innovate in the classroom, but also encourages students to engage with and construct their own learning. Kate's network and engagement with industry adds colossal value to our student experience and exposes them to real-world problems and solutions. Kate has organised many national and international field trips and company visits, including trade shows and exhibitions in Ireland, Poland, and most recently Portugal. Many graduates have commented that those trips were one of their most memorable, educational and formative experiences of their time here. Kate's ability to pivot from traditional face-to-face to online delivery during the recent pandemic and maintain teaching and learning excellence has been highlighted by her students, who have given glowing written testimonials for Kate. Kate is a person of integrity with a unique ability to impact students and nurture them to achieve their best. Students profit immensely from Kate's experience as a researcher, which results in Kate bringing experiential concepts and new ideas to her teaching. For Kate, obtaining one master's wasn't enough. Next Friday, Kate will graduate from her second master's, which will sit nicely along her previous one and her PhD. An extraordinary achievement and testament to Kate's dedication, considering the time demands and challenges of the last 2 years. Kate is also our resident master chef. Both staff and students are regularly treated to delightful coffee cakes and other treats. When staff meetings moved online, we couldn't gather to enjoy Kate's cake. There was one particular meeting where we were all able to enjoy a slice of Kate's cake, which had arrived in the post to all of our homes. Such is her dedication to her craft. Kate is a devoted mother to her two wonderful sons, Paul and Liam, and I'm delighted that they and Kate's husband Phil could come today to enjoy this moment with Kate. I know they are immensely proud of her today. In fact, most of the students here today will be well familiar with Paul and Liam and their energetic contributions to online classes, which coincided with homeschooling last year. So it's great that you can finally get to meet them in person. When thinking of words to try and convey Kate and her approach to her role, the list quickly became very, very, very long. So I've shortened it to the following few words. Kate is dedicated, enthusiastic, supportive, courageous, innovative, resourceful, skillful, expert, dependable, nurturing, kind, loyal, energetic, inspiring, encouraging, motivating. Kate is a person of integrity, positivity, determination, and above all, she is passionate in her role here. GMIT are fortunate to have someone of Kate's calibre on board. Kate is held in the highest regard by her peers and her students. It is my great honour to call on Dr. Kate Dunn to come forward to accept the GMIT President's Award for Teaching Excellence 2021.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
I now call upon Cian Campbellson, graduate representative, to address the meeting.
Right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Excuse me. I'm very honoured to be here today just to say a few words on behalf of the graduates of Letterfrack. So, firstly, congratulations to everyone today on your achievement. It's an amazing achievement. Many consider the day you graduate from third level institute to be a milestone mark in your day or in your life. So yeah, I just think we all share a very special connection with Letterfrack. Everyone's going to have their own unique memories, be it dark, our images of dark evenings coming up for a week of class, or autumn evenings climbing the diamond, and I'm sure a few afternoons and evenings in Molly's and Veldon's too. I would just like to speak, there is something very, very unique about being here in GMIT Letterfrack, and it's only when you leave that you truly know what it was. So as many of you know, I'm studying a master's in NUIG at the moment, and I've got classes with over 100 people from all types of engineering backgrounds. In Letterfrack, nearly everyone, regardless of their program, what they're studying, what year they are. And the bonds you create with staff is almost a personal bond. You know all the staff, regardless if you've ever had them, you have made an impact, every one of you. I think the skills we learn in Letterfrack as well are really unique. If you were to tell me this time 5 years ago I'd be going on to study a master's, I think there's something wrong with you. But like that just goes to speak to the academic side as well that we learn in Letterfrack. And I always tell myself that a Letterfrack graduate, we are as happy cutting a set of dovetails to creating amazing CAD drawings. We have that academic side along with the blend of the handcrafted craft that we have that I'm not aware of anywhere else that has that, and it's truly amazing. That coupled with the industry links we have are amazing to be able to hit the ground running whenever we leave here. And I was just thinking, driving up this morning, I'm very glad I didn't become a carpenter. If you saw the weather on the way up. So I'd just like to, we're all very lucky to be here today to actually get to have this in person. I know last year it was all online, but to be here, to see people, I haven't seen some of these lectures in nearly 2 years, and you do look different to your team's videos. But anyway, there is something very special about Letterfrack. There is only whatever 250 of us, but nearly anyone I talk to has a story linking themselves to Letterfrack. It's absolutely amazing, a tiny little village in the middle of nowhere that, but everyone knows it. Everyone has a story about it. And I think it's amazing what we get to do here when arts and business students are creating thesis and writing reports, which do deserve recognition. We got to design and build beautiful furniture that absolutely anyone can appreciate, be it a lovely dovetail box or a chair. And I would just like to thank everyone that made today possible, Paul and Samantha, for your amazing work as always, really holding the place together. And I would just like to finally wish everyone continued success in what you continue to do. There are an infinite number of routes for us to follow, and I'm sure that they will bring you joy and happiness.
Okay, this concludes the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students of GMIT Institute of Technology for this session. Just a couple of announcements before we finish up. Now, just remind the graduates to remain in place here for photographs of class groups, special award recipients, which will be taken on the stage immediately after the ceremonies. And just try to remind the audience to remain seated while the photographer takes the group photos. I know it's against natural instinct, but please try and do it. On behalf of the board of Connemara West End staff, I'd just like to say deep congratulations to the graduates here today and for their families and friends who have supported them over the years. And finally, can I request the audience to stand while the conferring party, academic staff and special guests leave the hall. Thanks very much.